Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm back here with round 11 NAIC VOD review. We've got a rematch from round 5 or 6. Michael Pramawat versus Pedro Torres. See, got Pram going first. Ultra One Way Choice Band, Rock is probably going to be a Sycamore coming out of him. He opens the Rock Ruff. Never feels good, man. Opening the Rock Ruff. The 6 HP Rock Ruff, too. Hits the Elixir. Lele for supporter. Probably going to be a Sycamore. Maybe a Cynthia. He's got Choice Band in hand. Oof. I don't know. Maybe a Cynthia would have been fine there. I don't know what the other card is. Let me take a look. Oh, it's a Beast Energy. Beast Energy Choice Band. That's fine. Definitely want to Ultra Ball and utilize the Max Elixir immediately. And that is a bad hand from Pram on the other side of that Sycamore. He top decks a Pokemon. It's actually not terrible. Enhanced Hammer is whatever there. Yeah, if he top decks a Pokemon, it's not the worst thing ever. Oh, Pedro almost plays the Guzma. Definitely want to go with the Cynthia. But not a great start from Pedro, so that kind of evens it out a little bit. Really bad hand from Pram, but no Bridget turn 1 from Pedro. I guess Pram would be fine if he had a Bridget as long as he got a supporter. Oh, but a really bad follow-up hand as well from Pedro. All right, so just bad hands all around. All right, back over to Pram. All right, gonna be the Guzma knockout. Probably attached to the... Ooh, I almost like the attach to the Buzzwole, actually. Yeah, he's gonna check the Max Elixir first. So now you definitely attach to the Buzzwole. Yeah, 100% attached to the Buzzwole now. You need to be able to, like, do damage on the next turn. Pram's just gonna hope that he can't get the Lycanroc plus DCE. I think we see the Lycanroc. No, that's a ZoroRoc in Pedro's hand. And then actually this matchup, the matchup that we saw, the time we saw this matchup previously, Pedro threw the game actually at the end. So hopefully he plays it a little bit cleaner this time. And if he gets in a winning position, can just close it out. 5, 6, or 5 from Pram. All right, we got a Cynthia in there, I think. There's a Zorua, but no Lycanroc. That's unfortunate from Pedro over here. Yeah, he's definitely going to want to protect the Rockruff. He has a Floatstone in hand. Retreat that. Get that boy to the bench. And then Pram's definitely going to be looking to chase that Rockruff. Send up to Lele. Yep. And it's going to be a pass. Oh, very nice draw as well from Pram. Pram can actually just go for the knockout on the active as well. Brooklet Hill here. I would like to see him use the Brooklet Hill after the Cynthia. Try and get more pieces out. Is Diancie prized? No, he grabs the Diancie. See, you want Diancie and Remoraid, so if you leave them both in the deck, then you have a higher chance to draw. Get out both on the same turn. You have a higher chance to draw on. Oh, but I guess he's going for the... a little iffy on it still. I guess if he is going for the Max Elixir, then it's fine. You want to thin out by the extra card. You definitely want Diancie this turn, because if you whiff the Lycanroc to bring up the Rockruff, you're just going to go for the swing around on the active. That's not an Ultra Ball. He got the Remoraid anyway, so that'll be fine. Yeah, if you're going for the Max Elixir there, I didn't even see the Max Elixir in hand. All right, so he needs 1 heads, I believe. Double tails. All right. 150. So he does have the Jet Punch for later, though, that he can pull off. He has the BuzzRoc GX in hand. I actually would have liked to have seen him bench the BuzzRoc GX, I think. Maybe not. Hold it for later. Because now if Pedro goes like Zorua, he's thinking... Yeah, going for Brooklet Hill. He definitely doesn't bridge it here anymore, I don't think. Counting puzzles. All 4. Nice. Should grab a Rockruff. There's a boy. Wonder Tag might go for... Yeah, he should go for Guzma here, I think. Knock out that Rockruff on Pram's bench. Just knock it out with Lele. Or Mallow into, like, double puzzle for... Lycanroc Floatstone? Yep, so that's going to work too. And then he should just knock that out with Lele. Knock out the Rockruff with Lele, I think. Yeah, I think you knock it out with Lele. It doesn't feel great, but... Yeah, you go for the knockout with Lele, I think, here for sure. Floaty. Lycanroc up the Rockruff, DCE Lele. Yeah, you don't. If you use the Lycanroc, your Lycanroc is too. Your Lycanroc could actually get knocked out next turn, so let's not use the Lycanroc here. Let's use the Lele. Yeah, Pram. I think he's gonna go to try and KO the Lycanroc. Got the Goose. Go for the Brooklet. Yeah, just grab another Rockruff. I don't think there's any reason to take anything else. That's almost why I would have liked to have actually seen him like just the second Elixir on the Rockruff was kind of greedy, but no, he's going for the Lycanroc that turn, so I guess it was fine. Get the squad back. And then, yeah, I think you just Guzma the Lycanroc here. And... Oh, he's going after... Oh, he killed Zork. I mean, how much damage is he doing? With one heads, he does 100... I actually think I want to see him hit the Lycanroc here. Because then he can Jet Punch knock both of these out. All he needs is hope... He get the one tails here, but just go for the one heads here. You do 170 here. 150 here. And then you can Jet Punch knock both these out. You got the Lycanroc, but then because if you take out the Zork, you still have to deal with this Lycanroc. Now this Lycanroc comes up and KOs this, or you go second Lycanroc KO this, and then you still have to deal with the Lycanroc on the other side of that Lele. So I don't know how much I like that from Pram. I feel like I almost want to see him take out the ZoroRoc there, the Lycanroc there. See, now he's gonna take out. Oh, he can't take out. No, he can't take out the Rockruff again, unless he has an energy. But I guess he also knows Pedro plays Acerola, so then he would play into Acerola quite a bit there. Yeah, actually, I have no idea what Pedro's going to go for here. Acerola, Lele. Yeah, because then it would play into the Acerola. Acerola just cleaning stuff up too much, maybe. Yeah, I guess I'm fine with just taking out the Zork. Cuts off all of his draw. Gets a Lele. He's going to play around Sledgehammer. GX here. Is that correct? So he plays around Sledgehammer, but this thing is still set up, so Sledgehammer doesn't do anything. Sledgehammer's not going to do anything yet. Ultra Ball from Pram, going to get Octillery, I assume. Maybe another Baby Buzzwole. There's the Octo. Chocolate Hill, another Baby Buzz, I assume. Second Rockruff. Okay. You could even attach to that one as well, actually, in this situation. Probably is going to. That way he sets up the double Lycanroc. And then, oh, actually he's going to go with the Buzz attachment. And the Beast Ring. Oh, that's actually sick. That should actually just win Pram the game here. He's just going to be able to knock out the Lycanroc and should be able to close it out there. Yeah, Buzzwole makes sense because you have Beast Rings. Beast Rings active. I forgot Beast Ring was active here. He's just going to go for the retreat and knock out. Super hard for Pedro to have an answer to this. He could have... I mean, he GX. That's the problem. He GX that Lele. Unfortunately, he didn't really have a choice. He should definitely try and draw a prize there. Then he ends Pedro. You know, Pedro has a Lele in hand, so something is more than nothing. So it's possible he has nothing after this. End to 3. Yeah. Oh, second Beast Ring. Very good. Very good here from Pram. Yeah, Pram's fully set up. I don't think Pram's losing this one. He's going to knock out this. And then he's got everything set up to kind of close out the game. Yeah, he's got one prize left. Possible Pedro could pull something out. He needs like multi-switch. No, but he can't even GX again. Like he can't GX the second turn. He needs to kill us with Mewtwo. He can't even kill it with Mewtwo. I mean, he can kill it with Mewtwo, but then he needs Pram to hit double tails on the backside of the swing around. So he has to Ultra Ball for Mewtwo here, I think, and then hope to hit DCE Choice Band. Yeah, you don't have a choice. Like that's actually what you just have to go for as Pedro. It's probably not going to happen. I think Pedro knows he's probably lost this game, but you can play for the... You should always play to your outs. Oh, that's just unfortunate. The triples will work when there's a Ruse in play. Pedro could Claw Slash this turn now. I think that's what he goes for now is the Claw Slash. Because it's possible it lives a hit. Or more likely to live a hit than the Mewtwo. So that's like, okay. It's just so funny, the triple Zorg. It's so unfortunate for Pedro. Yeah. And if Pram has Guzma, then Pram wins. Field Blower. Yeah, why not? He's doing the math on Baby Buzzwole. Gonna grab Sycamore. Oh, grab Lycanroc, not Sycamore. Knocks up that retreat, and yeah, it's gonna be the knock on the Mewtwo, and we're going to game 2. Anything really to comment on in that matchup? No, I think it was pretty clean. Yeah, Pedro just kind of didn't have anything going on early on, and Pram had just enough early on, and then he got into like the powerhouse plays, and he kind of took over the game. Bridget from Pedro, turn 1. That's what we want to see. He's counting stuff. He's counting Malum, Mewtwo. He usually counts puzzles. He's checking off his important cards. I think it's when he's going to camp. He usually counts the puzzles. So it should be Zorua, Mewtwo. Or, I mean, Zorua, Rockruff, Mewtwo. Zorua, Mewtwo, I think is actually a little bit better. Hopefully... Can you go around without Rockruff, though? Yeah, you can go without Rockruff for a turn. You know your active's going to get knocked out. Unless you have the Float Stone. If you have the Float Stone, then you definitely get a Rockruff. Don't... And he already has a Rockruff energy in hand. Oh, so his hand is just gas, actually. Yeah, you should definitely Float Stone to the Mewtwo. That's actually like a perfect hand from Pedro. Sheesh. Pram's got a decent hand himself though. Um, Excuse me. Looks like he's just gonna go with Smack the Mewtwo as his play for this turn, and set up the Rockruff. He also has Remoraid in hand, which is nice. Let's get both the evolutions basics in play. Turn one. It's always nice to see. Always nice to get out early on. Yeah. Oh, I think he's just gonna. Oh, so he's just gonna ignore the Mewtwo actually. Yeah, so he's just gonna. I actually like this better. Ignore the Mewtwo. Second Rockruff in hand should probably come down just in case the first one gets knocked out. Definitely. Could bench second Baby Buzz, but there's no need. Yeah, let's just pass. You don't need to bench the second Baby Buzzle. Yeah, so he's just gonna ignore the. I like this. Ignoring the Mewtwo. Don't even like hit into it. Yeah, now this forces this play from having the second false is pretty sick here from Pedro. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty sick. So now Pedro's gonna now have to play around not using Mewtwo for the turn. I mean, if Pedro hits DCE Lycanroc here, that's pretty sick. He gets to knock out the Rockruff with the energy. Oh, there it was. Yep, he got it. Now Pram can look for. Kind of rough from Pram now. Pram's also gonna get Paralycity here, or he should. It's past turn one, and Pram's bench is actually super awkward, so you definitely want to Paralycity him. He has Lycanroc DC unless I'm blind. Taking a while to do it. See, bring up that boy. Yeah, Pram's like, okay, yeah, hit my Baby Buzzle. And then should just be Ridus Beating. Yeah, Ridus Beating knockout. I like the choice band on the Lycanroc as well. No other place really to put it at this point. Pram checking the hand. Just kill the Zorua here, I think, as Pram. I don't know. It's such an awkward hand from Pram. I don't even know what you're trying to do here. You could just go KO the Zorua and see where the game goes from there. You're kind of in like not a terrible spot, but you're in a pretty bad spot. So cut off his draw by one trade. You could just have hit the active for 60, possibly 100 with Diancie, and then Sledgehammer after that, and not put the Lycanroc in play. Because now, well, I mean, you could just not bench Pokemon here actually as Pram. For Ultra Ball, probably just get out the Remoraid, or not Remoraid. We have Remoraid. Get out Artillery. Octo Boy. Don't bench anything, so Lycanroc can't KO your Lycanroc and then play around Sledgehammer. Hit Sledgehammer online next turn, I guess, then. There's the Super Rod. Get the squad back in the deck. Choice band the Lycanroc, but then it can get trapped active. You probably don't want to do that. So he does bench the Diancie. I am the choice. I was going to go for the 5. This does mean that Pedro can now trap. Or not, trap the Lycanroc. Also, Pedro can now get a strong and knock out the Lycanroc and play around Sledgehammer. So I'm not a big fan of that bench from Pram. I would have held the Diancie for sure, because that means Pedro just can't do the knockout Lycanroc play this turn, and then you can hopefully Sledgehammer. Yeah, so the Diancie bench here was yeah, that was just wrong from Pram. There's no reason to bench it. You don't need the extra damage. You're KOing a Zorua. Just make it so he can't knock out your Lycanroc. You get one less card off Artillery, but it's not that big of a deal. You'd much rather not have him get this KO, which he is able to get now. And I think Pedro will probably end up being able to close this one out. We'll have to see. This is where Beast Ring comes online and where Pram can actually just take over the game if he draws enough Beast Rings, enough energy acceleration. So we'll have to see. We know Pedro does have the Mew in hand. Attachment. A lot of energy to go, unfortunately. From Pram, he needs Max Elixir or Beast Ring. There's the Max. Can get Brooklet out. Can get the Rockruff out. Ultra Ball away. Baby Buzz and Choice Band probably. Get another Baby Buzz, I would assume. I don't think there's any other options. You go... No, second Rockruff isn't an option. Yeah, Brooklet Hill for the Baby Buzz. Well, those two... Yeah, it's the same thing as grabbing it with this as grabbing it with that, because you want to draw more off the Artillery as well. Because you're going to bench this Rockruff. You're going to Max Elixir. Last card. There we go. So Pram is still in it. But we know the Mew EX is coming, and that will probably seal the game, seal Pram's fate here, and give Pedro game 2. Could still be some Hail Mary end play from Pram, if that sticks, and that could be his out. But that has to be what Pram is looking for now, is the end, some kind of end play to win the game. So there we go. It's gonna be a knuckle impact for the knockout. And once again, this comes back to Pram benching that Diancie when he didn't have to, and I just think he should have kept it. Like, if Pedro has strong Guzma, he plays around the Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer is like, you always want to try and get Sledgehammer off because it's such a valuable, not valuable, but efficient attack. You're doing a ton of damage for 1 energy. Like, it's just so good. Draw from Pedro. Should immediately see Brooklet Hill from him to get a Rockruff in play. There it is. See it counting puzzles now, just making sure, confirming some stuff. If there's a Rockruff, he should get it. There we go. Get the Rockruff. Then Mew's going to come in, and we're going to knock out the puzzle with the Mew EX. And then all Pedro needs to do is find Lycanroc or a Guzma, and then that ZoroRoc with the DC will take the last prize on the Octillery. Trade 1. Want to try and keep Ultra Balls if possible for the Lele, to get a Lele for the Guzma. So I don't know if he had any other options to trade there. He probably should have traded I think he maybe drew the Parallel City. There we go. Trade the Parallel City. Doesn't do anything at this point. Mew comes out. I don't know what he's thinking so hard about. Yeah, use the Mew now, because that's like a combo of cards. For your last prize, all you need is a Guzma or Lycanroc. So this one is multiple. This is a 2-card combo. For your last prize, you need a 1 card, which is just the Guzma. So Pram really needs N here. We'll see if he has it. There's Lele, so if he has one in deck, he should be getting it here. And we're going to be looking at N plus... yeah, so it'll be the play will be attached to the baby Buzzwole. Oof, not nice. It's not pretty on Pram's side. Checking. He has the N. He's thinking again. He's gonna get the Lycanroc. He could actually try and set up Lycanroc this turn. Wonder Tag, grab the N, and you're just hoping it's enough. It most likely won't be. Just because Pedro's thinned out his deck quite a bit, and he's got double trade in play. He only needs 1 card here. He already has the DC set up. Not sure why he used Abyssal Hand here instead of after the N. I don't know what he was looking for. Oh, I guess he was looking for the Max Elixir. Because ideally, he doesn't send Baby Buzzwole active. Yeah, so if he finds some Max Elixir there. Yeah. So he's looking for Max Elixir there, so he could Max Elixir. Because it would be way better to attack with Lycanroc. Would much prefer to attack with Lycanroc. Trade the Strong. It's not even a question here. I don't know what Pedro's thinking about so long. Trade the Strong. 2. Should be Ultra Ball for Lele, but he's gonna... Oh, Mewtwo. DC to Mewtwo works too. That works too. All right, game 3. Pedro versus Pram. This game, last time we saw this matchup, was where Pedro threw. Hopefully, we see, once again, I'm hoping we see a cleaner game out of him. Game 2 there, that Diancie from Pram was very questionable. I don't know why he benched that. You always want to try and play into Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer is broken. Too efficient. Looks like he's gonna go for open Remoraid, but we see the Mew open here from Pedro, which is actually also really bad. Attached to the Remoraid, he wants to be able to move it next turn. Max Elixir to Lele even. Just trying to get the cards out of the deck. It's good. It's fine there. Lele's actually a fine attacker at some points in this matchup too. Just like when you're not one-shotting anything, attacking with Lele for turn is fine. Gives you a pivot later on as well. C6. All right, those are some good cards to see. Rockruff and the Buzzwole. Brooklet as well, but there's no reason to play it. He's going to retreat into the Baby Buzz, I assume, here. I would have been fine. No, you can't leave Remoraid active, actually, because then if he has DC Lele, he knocks it out. So he could hit this Baby Buzz as well, but doesn't really do anything from the Mew. So Pram's just going to look to 2-shot this Mew. Maybe ignore it. We see the puzzle count once again from Pedro. Seeing Bridget. Zoro Rockruff here from Pedro. Yep. Yeah, definitely smarter Pram to save the Brooklet Hill. He didn't need anything else this turn. He got all the squad set up, ready to go. Yeah, ideally Pram just ignores the Mew and just tries to KO like back-to-back Zoruas or something, or Zorua and then KO ZoroRoc. Something like that. Really no need for him to All right, now ideally the Rockruff because he has the strong as well. Pedro always got that. Always has that turbo energy attachment. Probably should grab another baby Buzz here or Diancie. Yeah, Diancie is definitely better. Ideally from Pram, find a special energy plus Lycanroc, you KO that Rockruff. I know the Mew most likely will knock you out back, but that's fine. Then you go to another baby Buzzwole, KO another Rockruff maybe or something else like that. Oh wow, interesting hand here from Pram. It's kind of a bad hand here from Pram. Yeah, I mean it's not terrible, it's just not great. It has to be for the Octillery. That's prized. No, it isn't. There we go. I thought it was prized. If it was prized, it wouldn't be terrible because then he could just try and draw a prize this turn and hopefully it sticks. So we're gonna see Max Elixir. Whiff. Not a huge surprise as he's already down 2 basic energy. Hoping for this one though. We want an energy on the Rockruff here. There we go. And off this Abyssal hand, we're just looking for Lycanroc. We're gonna attach the Beast energy to the active. I mean, smacking the Mew is like kind of fine actually, but we're hoping for the Lycanroc here. There it is. There we go. He's running out of Guzma here, I think. Maybe not. Pedro shaking his head. Yeah, so we're gonna see the Lycanroc knock out that Rockruff. This is pretty. This is actually, yeah. The second Max Elixir here on the Rockruff is actually huge too. Ooh, it hit. So now he can just go into Claw Slash on the next turn because the Mew is most definitely gonna knock out the baby Buzzwole. So we can just see Pram going to Claw Slashing on the next turn. So yeah, Pram's in a great spot here. As long as he's able to draw, he's running a little low on energy. He still has a ton of special energy, but as long as he's able to draw energy throughout the rest of the game, he'll be good, and he should be able to take over this game pretty easily. You can see, ideally from Pram, we just see Claw Slash on the ZoroRoc on the bench with using the other Lycanroc. Rockruff from Pedro. Time is becoming an issue here. So we'll see, actually. It's possible that Time is going to be the ultimate victor here in this game, and it'll end up in a tie. Pedro gets the Rockruff off the Brooklet Hill. Should just Lele for N or Lele for a supporter, unless he has another plan. I don't know what's in his hand. Guzma DCE. I don't know why he wouldn't Lele for a draw supporter here. What is he planning to knock out with the Guzma? Just punch the Lycanroc? This is okay. I'm not a huge fan of this. Maybe it is the play he just has to do, right? Yeah. I kind of agree with this then, I guess. This is kind of just the play he has to do. So I think Pram is just going to be like, okay, fine, I'll just GX your Lele. And then set up this Buzzwole as well. And then you still have to deal with the Lycanroc, and then I can Sledgehammer. Oh, he has the Guzma. All right, gets rid of that. Gets rid of the Rockruff. Gets rid of his Gust Effect, meaning it's going to be hard for him to bring up the... realistically bring up the Lycanroc again and knock it out. So I like this play from him. And even if he does, then he has the Sledgehammer. We see there is a Guzma in Pedro's hand. But he needs either a basic Pokemon DCE for ZoroRoc or just a DCE on the Lele. So I don't know if maybe he should have left the Lele on the bench. Yeah, he's not gonna get it this turn, it looks like. Yeah. So the Guzma from Pram was really nice. Protects his Lycanroc. So once again, Pram is down. Pram needs 4 prizes. There's more than he can win in 2 turns, which it looks like is what he's gonna probably get. He might get 3 turns. It depends how fast he plays out his turn. He has a Guzma in hand already. They got 1 minute left. Pedro Lele's for Cynthia. Goes with the Cynthia. Yeah. I think Pram is running out of Guzmas, though. So that's going to be coming to a factor as if he's actually going to be able to close out this game or if Pedro will be able to take it to a tie. Because I don't think Pedro ever wins this game. It would be very hard for Pedro to ever win this game. Pram has 1 Guzma in hand, and then he does have a Lycanroc left in the deck. So we'll see. 1. And that's time. Pedro's turn 0. Pram has 2 turns. We'll see if he can close it out in 2 turns. He's a KO 2 GXs. He has Guzma in hand. But then he's out of Guzmas from there. That might be his... I actually think that might be his last Guzma. So from there, he's just out of Guzmas. But he still has a Rockruff ready to go into Lycanroc. Right. I think that's his last Guzma in hand. There's the Rockruff pass. Pram draws. Oh, the flow sounds super nice here. Attach. Guzma that. Treat. instead of just using the float stone? I don't really understand that. Why would you waste the energy discard on the Lele when you're gonna attach the float stone anyways? That's just a waste of the energy, right? Unless I'm missing something. But I don't think I'm missing anything. If he was gonna hold the float stone, it changes things. But he's using the float stone, which means that it's just a waste. And I think I would have held the float stone there as Pram because if you don't hold the float stone, then he can like field blower and then bring up your artillery and end you, and then you have to have a Guzma to move it. So I think I would have held the float stone there as Pram. Yeah, retreating the energy there makes no sense when you're gonna put the float stone in play anyways. If you're not gonna put the float stone in play, then retreating the energy is fine. And I think that's how I would have done it. I would have retreated the energy, held the float stone, because now Pedro can be like, okay, evolve to Lycanroc, bring it up, and field blower the float stone, pass. But I guess that means he doesn't get to sit a non-GX in his active, so that could become a problem for Pedro. But yeah, definitely. Yeah, you kind of just wasted an energy there as Pram. That energy should just still be on the Lele. There's like no reason for it not to be. All right. Lele comes active. Goes for Brooklet Hill. Yeah, I think he should have held the excuse me, held the float stone there. Because I think that was his last Guzma. So if Pedro, like I said, does bring up, we're going to double puzzle for Lycanroc, I think, and maybe an N. Yeah, I think we'll see Lycanroc N here. Going for, oh, you go for the corner play. Oh, the corner play actually is super cute. Yeah, I like that corner play. So the field blower doesn't make sense then if you're going to go for the corner play. I don't know why he's getting the field blower as well. I don't know if there's a better card to get, though. I think it's kind of just like, does Pram have Guzma? Yep, so it's just going to be like, does Pram have Guzma? And I don't see it. And actually, I don't know. I think it's possible Pram is actually out of Guzmas. So then it's possible Pedro would have actually won this game by deck out. Because I think Pram has a smaller deck than Pedro does. So here's something I was thinking about here is I don't think he should have actually used this Guzma when he did. I think he probably should have looked for the other Lycanroc, although it might have been prized. Yeah, I don't know. So looking for the other Lycanroc here, I think was maybe a little bit better. What did he end up doing? Did he just go Rockruff Pass? Yeah, so he went Rockruff Pass. So I think if Pram maybe had looked for the second Lycanroc instead of the Guzma in here. If this was his last Guzma. Because then it does leave him open to that corner play. That he should know is possible from Pedro. But I don't know if that's his last Guzma. So I don't know if that's his last Guzma. I don't know if he has a second Lycanroc in life. So it's us all just speculating. So yeah, it's gonna be another tie. I mean, as long as Pram has some way out of this corner, Pram would win eventually. I think that might be his fourth Guzma though. I don't actually know. So this one does end up in a tie. I think this one. I mean, this one was played pretty much super clean. I don't think I saw anything. That was really off, and of course that's what you expect from Michael Pramawat versus Pedro Torres. You hope for a super clean game. Game 1, game 2. I mean, the only thing was at this end, this energy retreat from Pram wasn't necessary because he had Floatstone anyways. He just got really hasty with it, and then it was like, well, wait, I have Floatstone in hand and I'm attaching it this turn. Why'd I waste that energy retreat? Really no reason to. And then the Floatstone comes down, and then he Abyssal Hands. Yeah, so I mean that's kind of funny, but besides that, like the games were played super cleanly. And once again, that's what you want to expect from these players. All right, guys, that does it for round 11 NAIC VOD review. Thanks for watching. As always, link to stream, link to my social media down in the description below. I'll be back with round 12 soon. If you like the video, give it a like, comment, share, subscribe. I really do appreciate it. And have a good day, guys. Peace.